someone who is disorganized. The most effective warnings are those that come in a timely manner. For this reason, I am here to provide you with the information you need to safeguard yourself against heartbreak, squandered time, and emotional turmoil. I'm going over the 5 major red flags you should definitely be on the lookout for early on today to prevent being caught up with a gold-digging, poisonous lady who may ruin your life. Consider this your wake-up call, and it's coming at the perfect time. You have been warned. Being able to identify these warning indicators early in a society where dating has turned into a minefield of veiled motives and meticulously constructed facades can be the key to establishing a positive, meaningful relationship, rather than falling into a trap that leaves you exhausted, emotionally, financially, and psychologically. We've all heard the horror stories, the buddy who overlooked the warning signs and ended up in a relationship with a manipulative partner, or the coworker who wasted years attempting to fix someone who could never be changed. These are not merely stories. They are lessons supported by trends in human behavior. Research in psychology, such as studies on relationship dynamics and interpersonal attraction, demonstrates that early signs of character are frequently indicative of long-term compatibility. It's not only dangerous to disregard these warning signals, it's also a risk to your future well-being. I'm not here to paint a rosy picture or gloss over the facts. My goal is to provide you with the unvarnished truth so that you may make educated choices before investing your time or money. The 5 red flags are not arbitrary. Rather, they are based on quantifiable features that regularly indicate problems. Women frequently exhibit these behaviors in public, practically pleading for your attention, from disorganized habits to conscious lifestyle decisions. The renowned thinker Maya Angelou once stated, "Believe them the first time someone shows you who they are." It's up to you to take notice of these warning signs, which are their method of telling you precisely who they are. This list is arranged in descending order, with 5 representing the least serious but nonetheless significant issue, and 1 representing the worst possible outcome. A deal-breaker that shouts, "Run, don't walk." This book is for you, regardless of whether you're just beginning to date someone, evaluating a possible mate, or thinking about previous relationships to prevent making the same errors. Too many good men have fallen into the same traps because they ignored the signals, justified the red flags, or believed they could alter someone. Warning: it's not possible. The trans-theoretical model and other studies on behavioral change support the idea that lasting change comes from within, not from external forces. Therefore, before these warning signals turn into your personal nightmare, let's get ahead of the curve and discover how to recognize them. Get ready, because we're going to delve into the qualities that distinguish the women who are worth your time from those who will only cause havoc. By the end of this, you'll have the skills you need to approach the dating scene with assurance and understanding. The warning signs will be rated from 5 to 1, and believe me, you'll want to stay for number 1 because it's the most important of all. Therefore, let's start planning how to safeguard your future by jotting down a few notes. Are you prepared for the truth? Let's get started. 5. A disorganized person. To be clear, the first sign of an undisciplined individual is a cluttered space. On the first date, however, you might not see her room. But the best sign of the kind of woman you're dealing with is a disorganized handbag. It reveals a lot about her character if she is unable to handle something that is so little and personal. According to research in environmental psychology, cluttered environments are frequently indicative of a lack of self-control and may be linked to increased stress levels and decreased productivity. Even if these women seem thin, they are frequently out of shape, occasionally concealing a big tummy under a carefully selected outfit. They are often untrustworthy and disorganized, which is all bad news. Her lack of discipline is likely to disrupt your routine if you do choose to go out with her. Studies on the development of habits reveal that spouses may have an impact on one another's actions, but that it is much more typical for the less disciplined partner to bring the other down than for the other way around. You can't change her or force her to follow your rules. This is supported by science, studies on behavior change, such as those based on the trans-theoretical model, demonstrate that people must be internally motivated to make a change. It's impossible to try to lift someone up who doesn't try themselves. You will probably start to act lazy, like her, instead of teaching her discipline. Men with poor lineups or bad haircuts are the male equivalent. Have you ever seen a man who badly needs a trim? How unkempt and unkempt does he appear? It's the same thing. 4. Unattractive friends. It's a trend that some men might call friends, but I've met enough amazing women who purposefully surround themselves with less appealing friends in order to accentuate their own attributes. But beware of the adorable girl who has nothing but unattractive pals. She is frequently insecure and, more crucially, adept at scheming and manipulating. She keeps these friends around to maintain her social dominance. According to social psychology studies, such as those on group dynamics, people may curate their social circles in order to improve their self-esteem or social standing. These women are experts in the short game, making sure they are the focus of attention by surrounding themselves with attractive males and having a good time, thereby establishing their leadership. However, they are cautious not to make their friends feel too insecure, or they will leave. These women, who are experts at playing the long game, should be kept at a distance, even if women may be inherently manipulative. To put it another way, the male equivalent is a man with loser friends, namely, men who smoke pot and whine about life all day long. This is, as you are aware, the most obnoxious bunch of individuals you will ever encounter. The same dynamic exists among women, but it frequently revolves around appearance and social standing. 3. Women who have had cosmetic surgery. The problem is that men are now unaware of their own body chemistry and ignorant of their attractions. They believe she's a winner because she has large breasts, a large buttocks, or full lips. These characteristics appeal to you because they indicate fertility. Evolutionary biology confirms this, since attributes like symmetry and exaggerated secondary sexual traits are associated with reproductive health. The foundation of the beauty industry is conceiving women seem more fertile. Men are taught to believe that women may utilize hair extensions, push-up bras, heels, and other fashion techniques to enhance their looks. Plastic surgery, however, is a step too far. It's an irreversible deception that persists even after the day is over. A woman who has clearly undergone cosmetic surgery is literally and figuratively wearing her insecurity on her chest. A 2019 study published in Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery discovered that some women seek cosmetic surgery for empowerment, while others do so to treat underlying insecurities that may continue after the operation. Use this information wisely, but steer clear of trying to establish a long-term healthy relationship with someone whose self-esteem depends on superficial alterations. A man obsessed with steroids in an attempt to hide his insecurities could be the male counterpart. Both indicate a more fundamental problem. 2. A large number of sexual partners. Why should one stay away from women who have a lot of sexual partners? Simply said, don't bother if you're thinking about a long-term commitment. According to studies, such as the one conducted by the Institute for Family Studies in 2018, women who have more sexual partners, 10 or more, have greater divorce rates and lower levels of marital satisfaction. These women could be more prone to infidelity, ingratitude, or pride in their promiscuous period, seeing it as a source of empowerment rather than a warning sign. She is less likely to make a complete commitment, and she may switch the minute she believes someone is more valuable. Evolutionary psychology postulates that women with many partners may give priority to short-term mating tactics, which are at odds with the stability necessary for long-lasting relationships. The statistics advise caution. Even though some women are capable of change, the male counterpart, a man who brags about his conquests, but is unable to sustain a healthy relationship. Same red flag, just different packaging. 1. Women with tattoos or short, vibrant hair. This is the most significant warning sign, and I'll be honest. The most problematic individuals are usually women with tattoos or short, brightly colored hair. Tattoos, even if they are little or hidden, demonstrate a rejection of societal standards. Historically, tattoos were high-risk characteristics linked to men, tribal ceremonies, military honors, or criminal ties, and had to be earned. According to a 2017 study published in Personality and Individual Differences, women with tattoos are more prone to engage in impulsive and risk-taking behaviors, characteristics that may make long-term relationships more difficult. A tattoo serves as a warning signal the larger and more noticeable it is. Women who view tattoos as their calling card frequently embrace this identity, exacerbating their instability. In the same way, women who have short hair or bright, artificial hues, like blue, pink, or purple, are making a conscious departure from conventional femininity. Long hair is a cross-cultural symbol of femininity, associated with evolutionary indicators of health and fertility. According to a 2020 study published in Evolutionary Psychological Science, women who make significant changes to their appearance, such as cutting their hair short or dyeing it unusual colors, may be displaying underlying psychological distress or nonconformity. I've never encountered a woman with short, brightly colored hair who didn't show red flags right away, such as impulsivity, aggression, or a combative perspective. These women often exhibit masculine traits, such as cracking crude jokes or outdrinking others, which can conflict with the dynamics of a loving, balanced relationship. To be clear, not every woman with these traits is damaged, but the patterns are strong enough to warrant caution. A person's decisions show who they are, and these 5 red flags are frequently displayed openly. Avoid ignoring them by rationalizing or persuading yourself to do so. Have faith in the indicators. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. The renowned Maya Angelou once stated, "Trust that these women are demonstrating to you." Avoid letting momentary infatuation or wishful thinking impair your decision-making. Someone who is waving these warning signals like a neon sign is not worth wasting your time, energy, or heart on. Before I sign off for the day, let's take a minute to discuss the implications of this for you. Being able to spot these warning signs is not only about avoiding dangerous relationships, but also about seizing charge of your life and creating a future that reflects your beliefs. The decisions you make while dating impact not only your romantic relationships, but also your own development. Psychological research, such as studies on decision-making and self-efficacy, reveals that individuals who actively establish boundaries and prioritize their well-being are more likely to be happy in the long run. You are investing in a better version of yourself when you recognize these red flags early, not only safeguarding yourself. Consider this. How many times have you reflected on a previous relationship and wished you had followed your instincts sooner? Begin listening to that inner voice right now. The task now is to use what you've learned today and put it into practice. When you're on a date or getting to know someone, be sure to be aware of these warning signs. Watch out for their behavior, decisions, and vitality. Does their lack of organization indicate irresponsibility? Do their demeanor or friends point to underlying insecurities? Are they indicating a rejection of the traits you seek in a partner? These items should not be dismissed as mere quirks. Make a note of them if necessary. The effectiveness of cognitive behavioral therapy relies on self-reflection. Journaling your thoughts might help you recognize patterns and make better decisions. With practice, you will learn to identify the ladies who are worth your time from those who will cause havoc in your life. I'm aware that this content might be challenging to digest at times. It's easy to disregard warning signs when someone appears to be nice or appealing at the time. I've been there though, believe me, and I've seen many others fall into the same trap. I formerly had a pal who disregarded all warning signals, including a cluttered flat, a revolving door of questionable acquaintances, and a tattoo that she flaunted as a symbol of defiance. He believed that he could save her. After 2 years, he was financially strapped and emotionally exhausted, and he regretted not quitting sooner. Don't allow that to be your narrative. You merit a companion who provides stability, respect, and true connection. The positive side is that many remarkable women out there exemplify those traits. All you need to do is have the judgment to identify them. Becoming the best version of yourself is a larger goal that includes this trip of navigating relationships. You grow wiser and stronger with each red flag you see and lesson you learn. Be around individuals that encourage you, not bring you down. Our behavior and self-perception are significantly impacted by our social networks, as demonstrated by studies in social psychology. If you choose wisely, you'll create a life that is exceptional, not just nice. The purpose of this channel is to empower you to take control of your life, one wise choice at a time. Therefore, let's make the most of this film. I'm aiming for 5,000 likes. Let's work together to break that barrier. Hit the like button to show your support if this advice resonated with you. Share this video with a buddy who needs to see it if at all possible. Everyone has someone in their life who could use a wake-up call, right? Remember to sign up for the channel as well. To assist you in navigating the crazy world of dating, relationships, and personal development, I'm releasing new content every week. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date. You will be glad you kept up with things in the future. I want to hear from you before I leave. Please share in the comments section if you have ever disregarded a red flag and regretted it. Perhaps you avoided a bullet by noticing one of these signals early. Please share your tale. It may be of assistance to others in the neighborhood. We are working together to create a place where we can learn, develop, and make wiser decisions. Let's keep it real. I'll be reading through your remarks and participating in the discussion. For the time being, that's all. Trust your intuition, remain sharp, and continue to create the life you deserve. I'll see you guys in the next movie. Keep an eye out for those red flags and take care until then.